Thank you so much for clicking. You're welcome. My name is Zainab Ino Agani. See, this topic has long been, on my list of videos to send and share to the world my thoughts and opinion about the whole Nigerian situation. So at the end of the day, we have a lot of things to discuss, but I'll try to summarize it, go straight to the point, share, and I would love to hear from every one of us. Are those situations that I personally feel it cannot be corrected. There's nothing that is impossible, quite all right. There's a verse in Surah to Rad in the Holy Quran that Allah specifically said He is not going to change the situation of the people, our situation, and how does it apply to the ecosystem in Nigeria. So these are the things I'm going to discuss in the video, and these are things that we all can relate with. The organs of government in Nigeria, and that is what the system called Nigeria relies on. Even if you're a chairman seller from an area council, everything evolves around the three arms of government. How is there a problem about these three organs? For they are in synergy. They cannot work without the other. The whole budget implementation and execution is one area that I want people to understand, that it's what brings about the high, corruption that has eaten down and, from bottom up. Because an area council councillor, for his word, as little as the word, he divides it to his personal interest. So the system now deals with budget planning and budget implementation. And then there is greed of leadership. Every leader in Nigeria, and today if I'm to ask you that you're watching this video, when you become a president, what will you do? The first thing that will come to your mind is what? You should have a house in Maitama or in Lekki, wherever you are. You want to just acquire about having a part, getting things done in the right way, having the fear of God. And at the end of the day, whoever is going to be the leader of Nigeria today, nobody should promise you in 2023 that I'm going to make Nigeria work. It's not possible. Whoever is going to come will have interest in the people they represent. So now when I'm talking about interest, you will see that even in a political party, the constituting a political party, everybody is all about their interests. And it's when election comes, I don't know if Nigerians have lucid interval. Nigerians tend to forget that at the top, they are all together. It's when election comes that there's, all aspects of separation. We are all separated. I want us to understand our excuses, our, opinion in a respectful way. It's just like in 2015. With all honesty, there are some people now in this 2022 that are thinking just like the people, a particular aspect of the country. They are thinking alike because they feel that is the Messiah, and it's repeating now in this 2022. And when we take this mentality to 2023, it's going to seriously affect us. Everybody is talking about interest. Everybody is talking about, I will be able to do it. There is serious brain drain going on now in Nigeria, and which makes it an aspect that is going to be difficult for the people or the person that's going to be the president in 2023. There is gap in human skills. There is gap in capability. Remember that Nigeria, just like in every African country, we are blessed with every resources. We have resources. We have, we have the fertile land. We have everything. But at the end of the day, what is lacking is leadership. And I was in a conference and they talked about agility in a workplace, in an organization, in a system. And I've understood that the main driver of any strategy or implementation of any kind of, how beautiful a policy is leadership. And if we lack it in Africa or in Nigeria, it's not still going to work. Another problem, which is going to be so difficult, which is somewhat connected with, the brain drain. We are embracing a culture that is strange to Africa, strange to Nigeria. The people in India, for instance, they embraced the technology of the white man and they rejected their culture. But we in Africa, we are trying to copy and paste policies that does not work in our ecosystem. We forget that Nigeria is a heterogeneous society. We have a lot of ethnic group, lot of languages, you know. We forget that a heterogeneous society needs to be, you know, governed in that way. There are countries who have such situation and their system has worked. You need to go to people who have, you know, fought about their independence and it has worked for them in a way that it's peculiar to them. So I think that's another way we are not getting it right in this country. And then there is the issue of injustice. You are not just to me. Everybody is trying to play a fast one, and this is a problem connected to individuals. We don't even need a leader to help us with that, because the system has already imbibed injustice. A person that is selling pepper, for instance, in the market, she is going to sell it at 50 naira, for instance, and when there's, you know, fuel scarcity and it increases, she's going to increase her money, and when the fuel decreases, they will not return back to that money. Where is the justice? So places like Singapore, when you know, reform the Singaporean, you know, system, he found out that when there is justice put in place in the system, that system must work. So now it goes back to what I said in the earlier, you know, when I started this video. If you want everything to work, there's going to be good leadership and there's going to be people who are just in every sense of justice. And then we need to stop talking about interest but communal interest. And then there should be accountability. There should be, you know, truthfulness. People are not truthful anymore. And when they go to a system where there is truth, they do exceedingly well. Nigerians are good people. And we are doing that in different ways when we go to a system which works. The system error is about how our federalism operates. It's connected. The organs of government are connected. When budget is being passed, you know, there's going to be something what we call budget padding. There's going to be what we call, oh, you are defending it. What are you going to give me? What's my interest there? And please, I just want you to understand that in your own way, I want you to change yourself. I want you to be just to the next person next to you. I want you to be truthful in everything that you engage in. I want you to respect people's opinion that is not the same with yours. Respectfully, we should respect the next person. We should have piety, you know. And at the end of the day, let's know that Nigeria can only work with you and I. Nobody, even in 2023, nobody is going to change Nigeria's situation. If any presidential candidate tells you that I'm going to be the Messiah, I'm going to be the one to change Nigeria, I'm going to be the one to do this, they are all lying. I can tell you categorically. The person that is going to change Nigeria is you and I. We need to change our mentality, work on our interest and our greed and our selfishness, work on respect, work on having people's interest first. You should love your next person. You should be just to the next person. You should try to, you know, when you are trading or treating people, you should treat them with kindness and love. You should embrace your culture. Embrace your Nigerian and African culture. Always, you know, promote Nigeria and its culture anywhere you go to, because people believe that anything that is Nigeria is inferior. Is a government in 2023 going to help you with that? No. So please, these are the things that we know we need to work with. These are my opinion. These are what I have researched on, that is the cause of poverty, cause of backwardness, cause of, you know, lack of good leaders, because a person that will lead us is from amongst us. So we should know that Allah is going to ease our situation, is going to change our situation if you and I change ourselves. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I hope you got one or two things, and I would love to also learn from you. Anything you feel is the cause of our problem and what you think is a solution, you should please comment section. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and give me thumbs up if you find this video valuable. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.